Hello. So for week 10 of summer anime, so the season's almost finished. We got some finales last week. So Arknights finished up actually. The 10 episode banger. I really love this season. It was really good. I'll talk about it. Some other shows are like continuing, almost finished up. Dandadan, there's this new arc happening, but we probably won't have time to like cover the whole thing. But it's like Kaiju's there. Dress Up Darling's like pretty nice and wholesome. Call of the Night season 2 has been insanely good as well. Like it surprised me because season 1 was amazing, but yeah, season 2 seems to be like even better. Dr. Snow under some brutal fights. Sakamoto Days even more fights in this like kind of assassin island. Summer Pockets, this new arc I've been keeping up. Oh my god, bro, it's so emotional. Every week I'm crying, so yeah, I'll also talk about that. And yeah, I'll talk about some more shows that kind of like continued this week. Let's get started. So yeah, for Call of the Night, we have season 2. Here, episodes 10 and 11 were kind of insane because yeah, episode 10 was the big fight between Nazuna and Anko. So yeah, they were kind of teasing it in the opening. And now, yeah, just like two friends facing off against each other. Anko, she wants to like die. That's pretty much her goal this season, which is pretty depressing. Like she was such like a smart detective, outsmarting everyone, just like beating all these vampires. She calls all these vampires pretty stupid. So yeah, she's able to dodge like a lot of Nazuna's attacks because Anko baits her. She's like, "I'm gonna kill Ko if you don't kill me right now." But yeah, she's not actually gonna kill Ko, but yeah, she uses that as like Nazuna's one thing that she cares about. So yeah, Nasuna kind of like goes all out, kind of throws things at her. Anko just like throws sand in her eyes. There's a lot of like cheap tricks. And yeah, the problem is vampires are kind of strong if you don't know their weakness, especially. And then Nasuna kind of has no weakness. So basically, Nasuna almost kills Anko, but then Ko shows up last second. And then Anko kind of just like stops. He's like, "What are you doing here? I texted you, don't meet me." So yeah, I mean, I guess things are resolved. Like Anko kind of tells us what her plan actually was, which was to kind of record this fight and basically expose vampires as a thing. So yeah, more people are wary of them. They'll have less like kind of food sources and they'll slowly be phased out because yeah, more people know vampires exist. So it's kind of like a slow, drawn out plan by her, like kind of like a Attack on Titan, like Zeke's plan to kind of like, you know, genocide like the entire race. But yeah, like she even admitted that it was kind of unrealistic. So like her kind of end goal was just to die anyway, and then maybe get revenge on vampires while killing herself. So yeah, like Nazuna kind of folds her plan to kill herself, so they kind of separate back into the high school. But then, yeah, Anko still has a gun on her. Ko sees that something is wrong. So yeah, at the end of episode 10, Anko almost shoots herself in the head. Ko walks in, slams open the door, almost stops her. This scene was like so well done. Just like the intense split second thinking by both of them. Like Anko just like desperate to die. Ko trying to rip the gun out of her hand, and then like the gun kind of slips, fires, she shoots Ko. Bro, is he dead? That's crazy. So yeah, I thought like next episode when he turned into a vampire, that would probably be like the easy way to save him. Maybe Nazuna kind of sucks his blood one last time, and then yeah, he turns into a vampire permanently. But no, that doesn't happen. He actually kind of like turns into a vampire for a split second. He was like fighting the urge because I guess like there was a lot of brain chemicals happening like while he was dying. So then one of the chemicals told him that he was in love with Nazuna, but then it like stopped halfway. So basically, he turned into a vampire, or he was like mid-turning. He healed all his wounds, and then he went back to being a human. So yeah, Anko explains that to us. I mean, I love that she's here. We need her because she's like the only smart character in the entire show. All the other vampires like pretty goofy. And then Ko, he's just like living his best life with all these waifus. Ko even raises her up by like, you know, telling her she's not that old, and I like older women anyway. So yeah, Anko actually cuts her hair again. I love short-haired Anko here. And then yeah, they hang out at a izakaya together. They chill, just talk. All the other characters, we see them kind of like towards like this epilogue. I don't think this is the last episode, but yeah, just like more characters enjoying like, you know, the Halloween nighttime. We resolve things, just like an intense final battle here between Anko and Nazuna, and then things kind of resolve. So yeah, I love the way the story kind of unfolded this season. We learned a lot of like people's backstories, Anko's especially. They were very powerful, like kind of expanded the story a lot. And then now, yeah, there's more room to grow. You know, Koi's still not a vampire yet, so yeah, maybe he'll get closer to Nazuna. They keep kissing. And even though I was kind of like a slight doubter on the kind of concept of this show, just like vampire groomers, a bit problematic, just 14-year-old boy just like, you know, making out with Nazuna, it still did his job very well. You know, action scenes are very nice, the music insanely good as well. So yeah, loving this show. I think next week we'll have the finale, so yeah, we just gotta see. Also, we have the summer Hikaru died, so yeah, we're on episode 10. I love this anime, bro. It's just like the Eldritch Horror Yaoi. Like, I know everyone kind of like knows the concept so far, I guess. But yeah, basically, I love the way they kind of like fulfilled the first arc, which was kind of 7 episodes of Hikaru and Yoshiki just like getting closer, and then Yoshiki kind of realizing this is not right. He feels a bit of guilt, so he realizes that he has to kill Hikaru. So episode 7 was like their last day basically. So it's just like kind of sad because yeah, you expected Yoshiki to just like kind of throw his life away here. He's just like showing Hikaru with like, oh, things that made them happy, their memories in the past, him reminiscing on his parents that they might miss him if he dies. So basically, Yoshiki realizes he has to kill Hikaru. He tries to murder him at the end of this episode after, like, you know, fulfilling all his dreams, like, you know, seeing things like the last wishes. But yeah, you know, this dude Hikaru is immortal. He's like God. So basically, the 7 episodes was Yoshiki realizing he has to deal with Hikaru. He can't. But then Hikaru himself, he's also kind of getting more human, more connection to Yoshiki, and he's like, I can't kill you, bro. So yeah, what happens after this is that they just become friends again. Hikaru weakens himself, gives him something vital like a energy core or something to Yoshiki, and then just like kind of nerfs Hikaru, makes him weaker. And I guess after that we resolve like the awkward tension between Hikaru and Yoshiki, and now they're like kind of back to normal now. They don't have to kill each other. They don't have to be wary about like Hikaru hurting other people because he weakened himself. So yeah, we know like Hikaru killed that old lady, and also like he injured one of Yoshiki's classmates. Like he kind of chopped her in the back of the head, and now like she has hearing loss. So, you know, he feels guilty about that, but yeah, we kind of resolved that arc. So right now, yeah, there's people hunting down Hikaru. So it's Tanaka, who's like the blonde-haired dude that's like sacrificing his organs for powers. And he's pretty much like a demon hunter, spiritual guy. So we get more lore about Hikaru, learn about him. He's actually a god from the mountains, apparently. And then yeah, the city has like a lot of sin, like they've been like killing people. Similar to like Higurashi type of setting so far. So yeah, the city might be cursed. There's all these spirits around. You know, like typical Japanese small town kind of mountain village folklore. But basically, since Hikaru was kind of like a god that was in the mountains, he was like a lightning rod where he absorbed a lot of like negative energy and dark spirits. Like he kind of attracted them. And the fact that he left the mountain is now in this village disguised as Hikaru. Now all the kind of monsters and supernatural activity is kind of centering around the village, which is bad. So they have to send Hikaru back into the mountains. That's like what they're theorizing. So yeah, they're kind of like discovering more about like, you know, the lore of the town. They realize like there's like, you know, 5 neighboring villages as well, and then there's like this whole body like ritual that was sacrificed and people like cutting heads off and stuff as offerings to the deity. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on, like interesting lore. I'm curious where it's gonna go, but I do love the vibes because it's like a chill, well-paced show where you're just like, you know, seeing people in school. You're kind of seeing like a small like sense of tension as more monsters are kind of like attacking the characters. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, also Takeda, he seems to be like pretty interesting because yeah, he did cut Hikaru's head off in episode 9. It got reattached just fine, but yeah, he seems to be hunting Hikaru. And yeah, we'll see how things go as we kind of like, you know, get closer to the finale. Also after that, we have Dandadan. So yeah, we have a new arc coming in. Kaiju fights going on. Also Kinta, a new character, Takeda Kinta. I saw it from the trailer. I saw it from the manga. Fan favorite. Just like a chubby nerd similar to Okarun, but also like he has his own aura, I guess. I love how they make him kind of like confident, but also unconfident at the same time. He's nervous around girls. He's like kind of built to be bullied, but yeah, people bully Okarun anyway. And then he seems to be like in the scenes as well. He was in season 1. You just like didn't see him, I guess, because he wasn't relevant. But yeah, he was like following Okarun all the time, just like watching him because yeah, they had similar interests in the supernatural. But it was like kind of hard for him to make friends. So he's basically just like a chubby otaku. He's into like the mecha shit, supernatural, anime, stuff like that. He's like seeing anime openings while like walking to school. You know, he's just like a regular nerdy high school dude. Like obviously misunderstood. People are bullying him for being weird. I guess he integrates himself with the main friend group. So yeah, like they get attacked by a kaiju while they're chasing after Okarun's golden ball. It's a kaiju that can also turn invisible, so yeah, there's like a lot of layers to this fight. And a Momo, Okarun, and Kinta are running away. We see Okarun going all out to kind of like knock down the kaiju, them throwing cars at it. Looks like the kaiju isn't like unstoppable, but it also has like this like lightning horn. It's like legally distinct Godzilla, but yeah, it like kind of blasts the whole area. We see Gigi and Ira also getting roped into this fight as well. Also, Gigi transforms back into Evil Eye as he was like carrying Kinta. So they all try to like fight the kaiju, but unsuccessfully. Yeah, they get beaten because it's like too big and can also turn invisible. We see Ira getting a bit injured, but then Okarun going all out. It was a cool scene where he kind of moved really quick to like save her from like the kaiju finishing blow. And yeah, they all run back into Momo's house and they realize, yeah, the house is made of nano machines, nano skin technology. What if we like use our thoughts to reshape it and just like make a giant mecha suit? So they make like a Buddha mecha statue I guess like Kinta, he kind of like designed the insides based on his like Gundam figure. And we have all these different references, just like the trope of all these characters kind of controlling this mecha. It was so funny. And then, yeah, we end the episode there. I guess like we'll face off Kaiju versus giant mecha suit. Kinta piloting, and then maybe we'll get a golden ball at the end of this arc. But yeah, it's only been like 2-3 episodes, so I feel like, yeah, as the season finishes up, we only have 12 episodes. Like, we have to wait for like a season 3, of course. So yeah, I mean, Dandadan continues, bad shit crazy again, very high quality. And you know, it's gonna be sad when it's over, but yeah, more new characters here. Okrun expanding his friend group, and the story's just like kind of doing whatever it wants right now. Also, after that, we have Arknights episode 10. This is the finale. I love this anime. I love the season 3. But yeah, I mean, a lot to talk about. Basically, a well-directed fight here. It was all I wanted, kind of like this final fight. It did not disappoint. We had Amiya with her sword, Chen with the sword, Shishao. I'm just like going 2v1 against Tallulah. Very action-packed. Tallulah going phase 2, having like the black snake form, having like this big fire snake and all these like kind of angel wings around her. And then her just like using fire to like envelop the whole arena. If you actually played the level of the game, you have to like kind of defend people like citizens. Say the actual level in the game was pretty insane, kind of like very hard. And then yeah, Chen is also there taking her jacket off, them doing double swings on her. And then yeah, you know, they beat her. They, after like a cool ass fight, yeah, Tallulah goes down, and then they kind of like talk to her. She breaks free. It looks like the black snake just like it got exorcised from her body. I don't really know how it got possessed. I thought like in the game it was actually like a physical snake that they pulled out of her body or something. But no, I guess it disappeared. It's like an idea. So now Tallulah is free. They also did like a funny thing where they don't kill her because yeah, I guess they have to pass judgment on her. I think it's a bit biased because all the other villains died. But yeah, I guess Tallulah lives. She's the waifu, can't kill her. Like maybe we'll pull for her in the future. But basically Rhodes Island kind of captures her. We see there's like this big epilogue thing where like, you know, all the soldiers, everyone fighting, gets their own resolution, which was nice and cute. Rosemonte is kind of like moving on and then accepting like, you know, the people that she lost. They showed every character at the epilogue. It was nice, like them doing their own thing. I thought, you know, Arknights, they have the money, and then yeah, like season 3 has been like very nice. Although yeah, again, I've been saying if you play the game, it's really good. If you haven't, you'll definitely be lost on some things. Like, okay, why are these guys fighting? Who are these people? Who is Catchy? Like, oh, why does this shit matter? Like, it's like paced like a bit quick. But again, they have to fit a lot of stuff. I get it. I thought the final fight delivered, which was nice. And yeah, I thought season 2 was like a bit worse. It was hard to tell sometimes what was happening depending on the timeline. And then yeah, some of the fights were underwhelming. But here, they had to cover a lot of stuff. We got an episode solely with like Arknights memoir. We had like a backstory episode with Teresa in the past. So I love this kind of like last season with Arknights. Maybe we'll get more because yeah, this is kind of like the end of like the first kind of real arc with like, you know, fighting Tallulah. But after that, like there's more stuff happening, more villains, kind of like vampires and sarcasm and shit like that. You know, watch for your waifus, maybe pull for them. Yeah, I mean the game is like pretty impressive. They're still releasing so much content even though it's like kind of old. And yeah, there's like a lot of strategy and, you know, maybe some power creep. So yeah, that's it for Arknights. Really love this season. We also have Secrets of the Silent Witch episode 10. Nothing much to talk about, just like more cute adventures with Monica. So yeah, it looks like there's this chess tournament happening. We get some of her backstory as well when she was in her old school. So yeah, she had this friend actually. So she was bullied a lot, and her friend, I think his name was Bernie, he kind of wanted to be a sage as well. So he like kind of saved her from bullies. They talked a lot. And he also kind of like, you know, helped her with her magic where like, you know, she couldn't really cast spells. So he's like, okay, what if you did quick chanting? And then she instead skipped the step. Instead of quick chanting, she did silent chanting. He thought she was making fun of her. He got emasculated. He's like, I want to be a sage. Were you just looking down on me? And then he fucking made her cry, bro. This dude, okay, he's gonna get what's coming to him because he's also in this chess tournament. So he's part of like the different school. And yeah, Monica has to like face off against him. So yeah, Monica's probably gonna kick his ass in chess, but also it's gonna be sad because she's not like trying to show him up or anything. It's just unfortunate she's just that good. Like this dude, he just needs like an ego check or something. Or bro, he was friends with Monica. He fumbled the bag, bro. He made fun of her, and then he's like, oh, you should be living in the mountains. You shouldn't be talking to people. It looks like Monica's gonna kick his ass in chess, but yeah, I mean, a lot of spicy developments happening. Also after that, yeah, more slice of life. We have Ruri rocks. Pretty chill again, you know. Ruri just like expanding the arsenal, finding more rocks, writing more research papers. It's crazy. The amount of progression she made this season, just like it's like a hobby for her. But yeah, going around collecting sapphire, like tracking them down. It's like kind of made through like volcanic activity. So yeah, they have to like they check different like cross sections of rocks. So they're walking through the forest. They see like, yeah, there's like this whole like sapphire deposit because their information was based on like a past civilization that was like worshiping the sapphire as like a blue dragon. So they found all these like different sized crystals of sapphire on this rock. It was insanely good. So yeah, she discovered so much shit. She should probably be rich by now, but yeah, I mean, living her best life with all her friends. She's learning more about the rocks and I guess progressing more with her career. So yeah, I mean, also in this episode, she actually didn't know what she wanted to do for her career. They had like career papers as well. So I guess she's like living her life doing her, and maybe she'll be a geologist in her career. Like that'll be good too. So yeah, we just gotta see. We also have Gachiakuta. We're on episode 10. So yeah, Rudo on the squad. There's some more world building now. So yeah, they have to get him a mask because everyone has custom made masks. Although the mask guy's kind of like not here. So yeah, instead of getting the mask, they like kind of get a protection charm first. There's kind of like a giver that has like painting powers, like his vital instrument is like a paintbrush. So yeah, they go to that city, but apparently he's dead. So apparently this painting vital instrument is actually unique because it's passed down to different people. So they find like a new painter and then yeah, he inherits the power. It was like this kind of sad moment where he had to like accept it and everything. But yeah, once he did, he was like very hyperactive. Does like this whole fireworks festival and celebration for him. But yeah, he gives protection charms to Rudo and everyone. So I guess this painting charm is like a one-hit barrier that like if you take fatal damage, it'll negate it. Like, that's pretty interesting. Maybe it'll like play a part, I guess. Like it definitely will. Also, yeah, after that, the mask guy comes in, gives Rudo a new mask. So right now they want to find this woman that like was able to see like different people falling from the spear, maybe get more information from her. She's like a witch just like living in the desert. So they go to the desert to find her. There's some scorpion trash beasts that everyone is like fighting. We see Engine with his umbrella just like octo slashing them. You know, Rio with the scissors, she's doing a lot. So yeah, she's featured a lot in the anime as well. It's like getting closer to Rudo. And yeah, after that they do find like the woman that they were like trying to look for. She has some like revealing clothing, not even wearing a mask in the desert. So yeah, that's kind of sus. And then she has like these ribbons kind of sewed on her legs. So yeah, new character out here. She seems kind of evil because there's a cliffhanger at the end of this episode, and then Engine gets knocked out, and then Rudo's like surprised as they're in a room with her. I assume this is like a fake out. She's probably like suspicious, but I assume she's like a friend. She doesn't seem like that bad. So Gachiakuta continues more like world building so far in this anime. It seems to be like a lot of story setups. So we're getting integrated into the world, which is nice, you know, learning more stuff. And maybe this kind of witch lady will like kind of give us some plot progression. There's also My Dress Up Darling. So we have season 2, episode 11. You know, pretty wholesome episode. So this one was kind of with Juju. She doesn't want to do group cosplay. She only wants to cosplay magical girls. She don't have the body type. She don't got the cleavage. Like everyone from like the non-cosplay group, they were, you know, trying to just like hang out with Juju and make her feel better. And his sister as well, just like kind of hyping her up. So yeah, basically, the long story short, Juju goes back into like a magical girl cosplay. It's the same one that Marin did in season 1. So I was kind of let down that they reused the cosplay. I thought like they were gonna do a trial run with the nun cosplays. Like basically they do a lot of like techniques, you know, push-up bras and stuff, make Juju look pretty. And yeah, I mean, I guess she's not self-conscious anymore. She'll do the group nun cosplay. We also see the other girl that was like making costumes with Gojo and props. So we also get her backstory. It's like the same backstory as everyone else in this anime and this season so far. It's like the same theme. People get made fun of, or like their hobbies are looked down upon when they're younger. But now that they're older, they find like a friend group they can integrate with and then share their hobbies. So basically this girl, she liked anime and manga, but then her parents kind of threw out her manga collection. They're like, okay, you're too old. You gotta grow out of it. So all of that's going on, you know, kind of like a nice, hopeful slice of life anime. And yeah, we'll go over some other shows really quickly. Summer Pockets, episode 23. Bro, this final arc with Umi, oh my god, it's so sad. How this anime, this old kind of visual novel with all these like kind of tropey girls making me cry every arc is crazy. Something about this island where, you know, the time manipulation and everything just like makes it so easy, I guess. They're kind of like ripped from us so early with like their tragic backstories. So Umi is here, and I'm predicting some stuff happening because yeah, Umi, if you don't know, she's Shiroha's daughter. But yeah, now she's in this present timeline. She like kind of dimension hop. I think her name is Nanami now, and now she's friends with Shiroha. So your daughter is friends with your mother and you're the same age. It's just like so crazy. Also voiced by Hanakana. So yeah, I mean, my major spoilers by the way if you haven't kept up. By Umi's kind of like the final girl that we're like kind of resolving. So it looks like her and Shiroha and the main character as well, they're all like a family. So we'll see like her purpose on this island, what happens. I assume like some crazy shit's gonna happen as we get the finale. So yeah, look out for Summer Pocket. Sakamoto Days has been kind of insane. So we see Shin and the squad, them fighting like this remote controlled VR assassin guy, and it's actually like the dude from like Slur's forces. It's like the dude that lost his arm. So he's just like beating everybody, but all the friends kind of like hang out and team up. We see like there's this like shy dude. I love him, Bochi the assassin, where he has like really good hearing. He's able to like kind of detect the VR, but he's like having trouble relaying to everyone because he's too like scared to talk to them. But Shin can use mind reading, so it's all good. Sakamoto shows up at the end of the episode to save everybody because yeah, this guy's kind of too powerful. So yeah, I love the characters this season. Love the fights. You know, like the anime has been like really good when there are fights, and then yeah, the fights kind of progress the story as well. And also yeah, we have City the animation, very funny. We're on 11 episodes. Just nothing much to say. Just insanely good. I think we peaked at episode 5 with the like kind of like the direction with all the scenes there. But you know, the animes was like fun to watch every week, so yeah, that's there. To Be Hero X also finished up. I don't really have much to say, but yeah, I really love this anime. Second half has been nice, like meet more characters like Lolly, Ghostblade, and even like getting nice backstory, which was crazy. But you know, the anime is good. I might talk more about it next week. I'm a bit sick actually, if you haven't noticed. I need to like compile my thoughts on the season because yeah, I liked it, but yeah, there's like kind of a lot to mention here. And there's also other stuff. Kaiju number 8 continuing. There's more like kind of setup as they're preparing for like these kaijus that are like springing up. We see Kaiju number 9 kind of creating more evil kaijus. So there's more powerful kaijus just like spawning around the city, which is like kind of scary. And Dr. Stone, just like everyone is dying. But yeah, we see Suika, she's alive, she's gonna make herself useful, so yeah, hopefully she can survive the wild, the loneliness, and get more revival fluid for everybody. And yeah, Rent a Girlfriend continues to be trash garbage. I can't stop watching, bro. The quality's like pretty decent, but the story is so painful to watch. Yeah, that's it for the shows this week. Thank you for watching. I'll probably have one more episode next week and a tier list the week after. So yeah, summer season. It's gonna be sad, but yeah, a lot of like high quality shows this season. A lot of them finished up early. So yeah, I mean, we started the season. It was like Taco P. It was like Meet Me at the Food Court that finished up, and all these other shows are continuing and almost ending.